In the year 3033, the world was a very different place. Technology had advanced beyond our wildest dreams, but so had conflict. Two nations, Ukraine and Russia, were locked in a bitter war that had ravaged their lands and claimed countless lives. Amidst the chaos and destruction, a glimmer of hope emerged from an unlikely source, a magnificent horse named Spirit. Spirit was no ordinary horse. He possessed an intelligence and empathy that far surpassed that of any other animal. He had witnessed the horrors of war firsthand, and he knew that it had to end. One day, while grazing in a field, Spirit saw a group of soldiers from both sides of the conflict engaged in a fierce battle. He watched in dismay as they fired upon each other, their weapons leaving a trail of death and destruction in their wake. Spirit knew he had to act. He galloped onto the battlefield, his hooves pounding the ground with the force of a drumbeat. The soldiers, startled by the sudden appearance of the horse, paused their fighting and watched in awe as he approached. Spirit stood tall and proud, his eyes filled with a profound sadness. He let out a neigh that echoed across the battlefield, a sound that seemed to carry the weight of all the pain and suffering that the war had caused. The soldiers, touched by Spirit's emotion, lowered their weapons. They saw in his eyes a reflection of their own humanity, a reminder of the shared bond that all living beings possess. In that moment, something shifted. The soldiers, moved by Spirit's intervention, began to talk to each other. They shared stories of their families, their hopes, and their dreams. They realized that they had much more in common than they ever thought possible. The war, which had raged for so long, began to fade away. The soldiers, inspired by Spirit's compassion, laid down their arms and embraced each other as brothers and sisters. News of Spirit's intervention spread quickly throughout Ukraine and Russia. People from both sides of the conflict began to lay down their weapons and embrace peace. The war, which had seemed like it would never end, was finally over. Spirit, the horse who had stopped a war, became a symbol of hope and unity for the people of Ukraine and Russia. He taught them that even in the darkest of times, compassion and understanding can prevail. And so, in the year 3033, the world began to heal, thanks to the extraordinary bravery of a horse named Spirit.